Hey, everybody, it's your favorite infection, the Raptor from Saturn. We're back with more Plaguing Kivald, and today we're going to be raising an army of the dead with the necrovirus. Should be a lot of fun, right? Yeah, before we get started though, you might have noticed I've been a little busy since we've last met. I got pretty much all of the genes, except for a couple in the simian flu and the shadow plague. But I also beat all of the plagues. Because the problem was, I had actually not been able to defeat the necrovirus. And that's because I was going about it all wrong. But now I have, and I shall teach you the secret while we go and consume the planet. If I haven't made this 100% clear by now, the necrovirus makes zombies. Now this actually leads to a very interesting thing. You can't cure zombies. Once someone is brought back from the dead, they're just gonna fucking eat your brains and there's nothing you can do to stop that. Because of this, the necrovirus itself is actually stupid easy to cure. To that end, catalytic switch is kinda useless. You may not even get to a point where there are blue planes flying around creating blue bubbles if you're just lucky or unlucky or however you want to look at it. Metabolic hijack is as useful as it ever was. Metabolic jump, on the other hand, is a little bit more useful because severity actually determines the amount of damage your zombies do, which is always good fun. But we're not going to be using that for our strategy. ATP boost is also really good because it just gives you a strong start, which for this disease is not a bad thing in the least. I would say it's probably one of the two you seriously want to consider. The other is cytochrome surge. I don't know how exactly you know how much DNA the orange bubbles give you, but getting more is always a good thing, and they appear at random regardless of circumstance. So if you always have that little random source of extra DNA, that'll help you out. I'm gonna go with ATP boost because of reasons. Now for other genes, Darwinist is one you seriously might want to consider. Remember that the necrovirus is a virus. You have to play it like a virus, or else you're not going to win the game. To that end, fast and rapid mutation will be your best friend. But I find it just ever so slightly too inconvenient to deal with. Never go with creationist. Base oxidization and base hydrolysis might not be very useful. They take up useful time when you could be developing symptoms, and you need to be developing symptoms. What I'm going to be going for is genetic mimic. But Raptor, I hear you crying. Why would you take that when you said it's useless to prevent the cure? Ah, you can't stop it, but you can make it take longer. And that is an integral part of my strategy. Next up, we're just going to go with native biome. The faster we can affect our starting country, the better. Suppression is also a good choice. Terracite and aerocyte and aquasite, not as useful, and you shall see as to for a while later. We're gonna go with extremophile, because that's kind of my new favorite. All your plagues get a bonus in all environments. Very useful, especially for the necroa plague, where we want it spreading regardless of where it is. So we'll do that. And last but not least, it turns out the necrovirus has a bunch of genes that are unique to it, which is kind of nice. You have cytopathic boost, which means infected corpses are more likely to reanimate as a zombie. Autolytic reduction, which decreases the speed at which zombies decay. Also useful. Thermonecro reduces the rate of decay in hot countries. Also fairly useful depending on where you're starting. Considering where I plan to start, this might be useful. But we also have dopamine inhibitor, which increases the chance of a zombie victim becoming a zombie. And spliced activation, which makes your activated abilities cost less DNA. What are activated abilities, you may ask? Why, I'm so glad you did. I'll tell you when you're older. Okay, so we're going to go for casual. Oh yeah, I also unlocked cheats. These are just fucking hilarious. Maybe I'll do a run through with some of them on at some point. But right now, I am just interested in destroying the world. And we shall call our plague Necrosis, because James Farr created the best series ever. Welcome to Plague Inc. You are a new necrovirus. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans in the ultimate plague. Select a starting country. So, another fun thing about Necroa is that it actually has little storylines if you play your cards right, and if you choose the right starting countries. The Ukraine has one, the United Kingdom has one, the Americas have one, and the Egypt. Really? Egypt has one. I am personally a fan of angry zombie pharaohs coming back from the dead, so we'll start in Egypt. Necrosis begins in Egypt. And in order to get that, you need to evolve the Saliva 1 trait and the Heat 1 trait. These traits are different for each area you're going to be starting your plague in. For instance, if you start in Ukraine, you need Zoonotic Shift, which we will be getting eventually. And I do like the Ukraine one. It's basically, oh no, Chernobyl did something horrible. But again, zombie pharaohs. This isn't up for debate. So for now, you have to get those 2 traits, by the way, before the first 60-70 days. You're supposed to do it by 60, but there's a little bit of an allowance for lenience just in case you don't get lucky with the DNA draws. Ooh, pop orange bubbles. Yay, I love free DNA. Okay, so it's like day 20, and we have, day 25, and we have the 2 traits we need. So we're just gonna wait for our disease to spread and build up a bunch of DNA points, with hoping we don't randomly mutate any symptoms quite yet. We're going to, necrosis begins to spread, hooray. We're going to want to start mutating symptoms eventually, but not this exact second. Because, and I'm gonna tell you this now, the second you get a single symptom, they start working on that cure. And when I told you that necrosis gets cured very fast, I was not lying. So we're just gonna sit here and wait until we get 51 DNA. But first we're gonna get Zoonotic Shift. That will increase future research speed, but exploration of secret tomb in Pyramid of Giza continues. Ah, here we go. This is the pop-up that lets you know that you did it right. Archaeologists mark 60 days since the discovery of a secret tomb inside the Pyramids of Giza, and plan to go deeper into the tomb. Ooh. Should be a good deal of fun. Exploration of secret tomb in Pyramid of Giza continues. So what was I talking about before I got interrupted by plot? Who cares? Who report shows... Oh, necrosis infects hundreds. We're doing quite well. Happiness a key to longevity. I would imagine so. I'd really like to infect Saudi Arabia. I'd really, really like to infect Saudi Arabia. Kim and Don live stream. Yeah. We've seen that one before. I'm sure there's someone watching this video at some point being all, "You don't know who Kim and Don are, you uncultured Philistine." And to that, all I can say is, bro, sis, friend, buddy, pal, grow the fuck up. Necrosis infects thousands, yes, but that's not thousands enough. CDC protocols halves dialysis bloodstream infections. Oh, yay! We're in Saudi Arabia. Perfect. Just what I wanted. So we're going to start spreading there. And with any luck, we'll get on a couple of planes. Japan avoids fiscal meltdown. Good for you, Japan. Something, Frieza trying to buy out all of Japan with genocide. Pyramid of Giza hieroglyphs warn of ancient plague. So yeah, you'll start occasionally seeing messages like that. And if you play your cards right, you can do some fun stuff. There are at least 4 achievements linked to each storyline. Necrosis infecting more countries. Hooray, we made it to Sudan. That's also very nice. But, yeah, each storyline has about 4 achievements. I already have all of the ones you can have for the Egyptian zombies, with the exception of the leading them down the wrong path one, where the minute they start trying to do DNA analysis, you unevolve Heat 1 and evolve 2 strains of cold. It's actually really funny. But, so you won't be seeing me get the achievements unless I happen to accidentally record when I got one, because I've done this video like 1,000 times. Then says his speech was probably the best speech ever. The populist politician was cheered by supporters for promising to always tell them what they want to hear. Experts also praised his pledge to ignore facts and oversimplify complex issues. Ha! Yee! Anyway, more infectious than tuberculosis. How nice. But, and mummies from the Pyramid of Giza tomb have a lot of bite marks. How scary. Ooh, we got a boat, boat, South America! Festival of Love in the Middle East. We do love our festivals of love. So you won't be seeing me get the achievements, and once the zombie party starts, things go kind of fast. So I might not be able to have all the fun I want to have. But that's okay. We've infected America and the United Kingdom. Medicine in the USA is slowing infection. That is perfectly acceptable to me. World venue contains useful data. Aha! We've infected India, also very good. We haven't reached China yet though, but we'll get there. One way or another. Oh man, all those people in Harajuku are gonna have a field day when the zombies show up. Oh shit, he's not in cosplay after all! Ah! It would be sad if it weren't so hilarious. Okay, so we're almost there. More infectious than the human immunodeficiency virus. Oh, wait, that was South Africa. I thought I still had to go to Madagascar. That would have been super cool. Come on, I just need, like, 3 more DNA points. Alms for the poor. Oh god, everyone in Egypt is infected. That's hilarious. And we're just throwing plague planes at America. The disease isn't spreading very fast there. I'm willing to bet we've only infected like 2 people. Oh, wait, no. We're getting a few more unless I happen to miss a plague ship that went there that boosted that number up. But it's still very slow. I could do with an orange bubble right about now. Oh, thank you. Cool. Now we just need one more. Ah, thank you. That was very kind. So now we're in Germany. Oh god, it's Nazi zombies all over again. We're going to go with... So, here's the thing. We're not here for transmission. I mean, we are, and these are some great transmissions. But we're here because they increase mutation chance. And at this point, we're ready for that. We're just gonna sit here and wait for our disease to start spreading and mutate. Oh, that's a little too early, I think. Oh, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's fine, though. New minor disease... See, I told you, it takes them like 2 days to find it after you get a single symptom. In a normal checkup, a doctor in Egypt found a new disease which has been named necrosis. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be investigated further. Other countries are reporting the disease. I really would have liked it if we had mutated insomnia, but we can't have everything we want now, can we? Was that Madagascar? No, that was East Africa. Egypt starts working on a cure. Good for you, Egypt. Have we made it anywhere in... Ah, there we go. Scientists concerned about necrosis. Early analysis of necrosis in Egypt has identified cellular regenerative abilities which could cause tumors. Government promises to take action. So yeah, basically, while you don't start off as priority 1, you don't really start off as... at threat level 1. They're using their kid gloves on you. So that's fun. Actually, the numbers go up, don't they? So that would be like priority 6. We really need to get a ship. Ah, there we go. Africa's breaking out in a rash. Just what we wanted. I am really waiting for us to get anywhere in South America because our disease is going to be pretty good at taking over South Africa. Should be a good deal of fun. But we shall have to wait till we get there. Ah! Indonesia. You're going to want to keep an especially close eye on those islands. Necrosis placed on watch list. Although not dangerous, governments warned that a more deadly strain could appear. Perfect. We've made it to Brazil. Beep, beep. France leading the global cure effort. So it looks like we do get blueprints. Ooh, polyphagia. Necrosis has mutated and developed the polyphagia symptom without using any DNA points. So what does that do for us? Inflammation of the GI tract causes frequent vomiting, significantly increases infection rates. That's gastroenteritis. Next one we have polyphagia. Compulsive hunger forces continuous eating. Lack of hygiene increases risk of infection. So basically what that means is that people are just grabbing their food and going, they're like all disgusting and spit is flying everywhere and it's gross and they won't even close their goddamn mouths. Andy! I just made every person in the world named Andy really self-conscious, but there's one in particular, and I apologize for it, but I'm also not apologizing. Oh! So right now, we just want to infect as many people... Ah, Saudi Arabia shuts down land borders. Too late. We're just going to infect as many places and people as we possibly can before they finish their work on the cure. More infectious than the common cold. With the hopes that if we are very lucky, we'll actually develop all the way down to the cytopathic reanimation tree before they finish working on the cure. In which case, we'll have a whole bunch of free points to spend. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here and waiting for our mutations to do that for us. How's Korea doing? I I'm waiting for Brazil over here to reach peak. Oh my god, why? And there's Bolivia, Peru, and Colombia. Ah. Hooray! Gastroenteritis symptom mutated. Back when I was working with the kids at the school, let me tell you something about children. Children are disgusting, horrible things that never wash their hands. And I basically caught versions of gastroenteritis like 2 or 3 times when I was working there. That was amusing, especially because I caught one strain. It popped up 2 days before Christmas, and I had it until the day after Christmas. Yeah, that was my present that year. Vomiting and diarrhea for days. The more you know. Okay, the cure is 50% complete. It would be really nice if we could mutate at least cannibalism before they reach 75%. Insomnia symptom mutate. Really? Really? Insomnia? And Kazakhstan is now officially completely necrotized. Okay, the cure is 75% complete. At this point, we're not waiting around any longer. We're going to get ourselves some cannibalism. And hey guys, are you ready? It's zombie time! Except we're gonna do that next time. Should be a lot of fun, but we'll save it for then. I will see you all tomorrow. Unless this happens to be like a Wednesday or a Sunday. In which case I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Later!